What about the third one? I'll be having an early lunch so I can prepare for my talk at 2 p.m. What type of grammar is this? Yeah, this one is D, everybody. Future continuous. You can see it's continuous because it has the ing verb in it. Future continuous describes actions that happen at a specific time in the future. So this person at 2 p.m. in the future will be having lunch. This is what will happen at this future time. Is it a plan? Maybe. It might be a plan. They might have already decided, I will have my lunch at this time. Or maybe it's a prediction. Maybe they are guessing that they will have their lunch at this time, but they don't know exactly when they will have it. Remember, future continuous can be plan or prediction. And finally, will have finished must be C, everybody. This is future perfect. Remember, perfect tenses have and a past participle. Future perfect talks about an action which will be finished before a specific future time. So in this sentence, the talks will have finished before 5 p.m. We use the word by here to mean before. So before 5 p.m., the talks will have finished. They will already be finished. This is what we use future perfect for. Again, it could be a plan. Maybe this person is planning to finish the talks before 5 p.m. Or it could be a prediction. Maybe they are guessing that the talks will be finished before 5 p.m., but they don't really know. Future perfect and future continuous can be plans or predictions. But present simple and present continuous are always for plans. Okay, let me give you 30 seconds to look at this page, think about the different verb tenses, and then we will practice everybody. So 30 seconds to look and think now. All of these lessons are already available on the GEL IELTS PrepFlex website and the British Council website. Go to the calendar, look at all the classes, find the class, and watch the video class. I do not send links, and it's only available to subscribers. So please go to the website to find the recorded classes. Okay, everybody, let's do some practice. Look at number 1. Me and Kathy at the cinema this evening. What is the best verb tense for this sentence? The correct answer is A. This is an arrangement. I have already spoken to Kathy. We have already agreed to meet at the cinema this evening. It's an arrangement with my friend. So we use present continuous. Number 2. Hopefully, by the time I arrive, Kathy, the tickets. What's the best verb tense for this sentence? Remember, by the time means before the time. Well done. The action is completed. Yes. So this one should be will have bought. Before Kathy arrives, I will already have bought the tickets. Well done. This could be a plan or it could be a prediction. Number three, the movie at 7:30. What is the best verb tense here? This is not an arrangement. I have not arranged for the movie to start at 7:30. It's not in my control. This is a schedule. The cinema have got a schedule for their movies. So we use present simple. The movie is at 7:30. For fixed schedules, we use present simple. If it's my arrangement, then we use present continuous. Number four, my husband for me outside the cinema when I leave. What is the best verb tense for this sentence? We're talking about at a fixed future time. Correct. The answer is C. My husband will be waiting. It's happening at this fixed time in the future. Well done. Okay, excellent. Well done, guys. We've talked about arrangements and schedules, so plans for the future, and four different types of grammar we use in slightly different situations. English is complicated when we talk about the future because there are so many different types of grammar. Hopefully, this will help you think about how to choose the best verb tense when you use it in the future. Now let's talk about a different type of plan. This is things I want to do in the future, intentions for the future. These are not arrangements. I've not made a plan with another person. It's not a schedule. These are things I want to do in the future. Let's read together. Next year, I'm going to quit my job and travel the world. I'm going to save up some money this year so that I can afford my trip. I think I'm going to go to Europe first, and then I'm going to take a ship to South Africa. It's going to be great. True or false, everybody? This person has already told their company that they will quit. True or false? Good. This is false. They have not made an arrangement. He hasn't told them. This is only the person's intention. It's what they want to do in the future. They have not made any arrangements. This is a different situation to the previous slide. This person has not bought any tickets yet. True or false? It's true. Well done. Yes, it's only an intention. They haven't made any plans or arrangements. It's an intention only. We can pronounce going as gonna. True or false? This is not true. We do not pronounce going as gonna. We pronounce going to as gonna. The whole phrase. We never say gonna to. Gonna means going to, not just going. We can also use be going to for predictions. Is that true? Yes, it is true. Well done. Look at the last sentence. It's gonna be great. Is this an intention? No, this is a prediction. I am predicting that my holiday will be great. So I'm using going to for a prediction. Here, I'm talking about my intention. This one is my intention. This one is my intention, and this one is my intention. But this last one is my prediction. So going to can be intentions or predictions. Okay, very good, guys. Let's do some practice. You have 10 seconds to look at this page and think about the information. Okay, fantastic. Oh, what's happened to my pen there? Never mind. Let's do some practice, everybody. Which of these sentences sound correct? Look at the 5 sentences and type the numbers of the correct sentences in the chat box, please. Remember that we're thinking about intentions with this grammar. 10 seconds, everybody. Okay, let's look together. Number 1 is not correct. Look again. This person is flying to Edinburgh tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Is this my intention? Is this what I want to do? No, this person has a fixed plan. They have bought their tickets. It's already scheduled. So we do not use going to. Here we use present continuous. It's a fixed arrangement. I am flying to Edinburgh tomorrow morning. I've already made the arrangements. I've already got the tickets. Going to is for intentions, not arrangements. Number 2 is correct. I'm going to start reading it tonight is what I want to do later on tonight. Number 3 is also correct. They're going to go to the supermarket in 10 minutes. This is their plan. It could also be a prediction about what they will do. This one could be a plan or a prediction. Amal, you're correct. They could still change their mind about flying, but this sentence is about now. We're talking about our opinion on the subject now. Everything can change tomorrow. We can't write sentences for things that are changing in the future because we don't know what the changes will be. The sentence is written from the perspective of what we know now. Number 4, we're gonna have dinner. We're gonna to have dinner at home tonight. This is not correct. We do not use to with gonna. Gonna means going to. Finally, number 5, she's gonna call you later. This one is correct. It's her intention. She wants to call you later. VS, you're right. We could have the intention to fly tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, and we haven't made the plan yet. But it's more likely from this sentence that the person has already bought their tickets. You are correct, though. If the person did not buy their tickets, if the person is just thinking, I'm going to fly to Edinburgh tomorrow at 9 o'clock, that could be an intention. But normally people don't suddenly think they will fly in the morning the next day. Normally people plan their flights more than one day in advance. So you're correct, but it's much more likely for this to be an arrangement. Okay, everybody, let's move on. We need to talk now about prediction. Look at our new text and read together with me. We're going to a music festival this weekend. The weather's gonna be lovely, according to the forecast online. There's gonna be thousands of people at the festival, and it will be really fun. We probably won't be able to see all the bands, but we will definitely see some of my favorites. Someone said the band Radiohead might play, but it's not confirmed. True or false, everybody? We can use will and be going to for predictions. True or false? We can use both of these verbs for predictions. It's true, of course. Here you can see we've got going to, we've got going to, and here we've got will and will. And we've even got won't, a negative of will. So yes, we can use both of these verbs to make predictions about the future. We prefer to use will if it's a prediction we have evidence for. Is that true or false? Do we use will when we have evidence? This is false, yes. We don't use will for evidence. Look here, it will be really fun. Do I have any evidence for this? No, this is a general prediction about what the future will be like. I don't have any specific evidence to prove that this will be true in the future. But for going to, we use evidence. The weather's going to be lovely according to the weather forecast. Here we have evidence. The weather forecast has told me the weather will be good, so I have evidence for my prediction. Going to is used with evidence, and will is used for general predictions. We put adverbs like probably before the word will. True or false? Look carefully in the text. This one is false, everybody. Look carefully. We put adverbs after will. Will, definitely. Adverbs come after will, but adverbs come before won't. The word order is different. Will plus adverb, adverb plus won't. It's different for the positive and negative. This is an important grammatical thing for you to learn when you're making predictions. Finally, we use might, may, and could in a similar way to will. True or false? Not the same way, a similar way. It's true, guys. Yes, we use these words to make general predictions about the future. For example, we can say, it will be really fun. This is a confident prediction about the future. If I'm confident, I use will. If I'm less confident, then I can use words like might, may, and could. Radiohead might play. It's a prediction about what might happen in the future, but it's not confident like will. So it's the same, but it's less confident. We can use these different modal verbs to give predictions in the future. Let me give you 10 seconds now to look at this page and think about the grammar, and then we will do some practice. Dilara, I'm sorry, we don't have time to go back in the presentation now. You can watch the presentation again on the recorded class after the class. So if you want to go back to the previous activity, you can go back and look at it there. And Syed, good question about using gonna in writing. Gonna is informal. So you should not use it in essays because essays are formal, and you should not use it in academic task one because that's a formal report. If you're doing general task one, you might use gonna if you're writing an informal letter to your friend, but it should be only for informal. Okay, let's move on and practice. Which is better, A or B? Don't cross the road, that car's not gonna stop. Don't cross the road, that car won't stop. Which one is better in this situation? Well, in this situation, I can see the car. I'm warning my friend. I'm looking at the car. I see it. I have evidence. If I have evidence, then we use going to. That car's not going to stop. How do I make my prediction? Because I'm looking at the car. I have evidence. Which of these is better, A or B? Well, of course, it always depends on the situation and what information we have, but probably we don't have direct evidence for this. This is a general prediction about what will happen in the future. I don't have any physical direct evidence that this is going to happen in 2100. Maybe if I work for NASA and I am helping to build a rocket to go to Mars, then I have evidence. So maybe I could say going to if I work for NASA. But we don't work for NASA, so I think here it's a general prediction. Which is better, A or B? B is wrong. Well done. B is wrong because the adverb is in the wrong place. Remember, we use will and adverb after, but we use won't with adverb before. So probably should be before won't. Hamish probably won't be early. Exactly. So B is grammatically not correct. And what about this one, everybody? A or B? Which one is best? Well, again, it depends on what the dog is doing, but I think probably A is more likely. I don't have any evidence that this dog will bite me. The dog is not angry. The dog is maybe sleeping, and I'm not confident. So I'm not using will. I'm using might because it's just less likely. Of course, if the dog is angry, if the dog is growling or barking at me, then I have evidence. So then I can use is going to bite you. But if we use is going to, we don't use maybe because these are opposite. Is going to means I have strong evidence. We can't say maybe after going to. Okay, well done, everybody. Thanks very much. Let's do a final practice of everything. Complete the sentences. You need to use 1 to 4 words to complete the sentences. Your train at 6:30 tomorrow. What's the correct grammar here, everybody? Type in the chat box. Remember, this is a schedule. The train has a fixed schedule. For fixed schedules, we use present simple. The train leaves at 6:30 tomorrow. Adilet, exactly right. Well done. Fixed schedule, present simple. Number 2, my work is finished. I home and watch TV. This person wants to go home and watch TV. What's the best way to finish the sentence? This is my intention. This is what I want to do. For intentions, we use be going to. I am going to go, or I'm gonna go home. This is my intention. I didn't make an arrangement for this. It's what I want to do now. By the time my mother arrives, we the kitchen. The word the is missing here. Let's put that word in, everybody. The kitchen. Before the time my mother arrives, before this time, something has already happened. We will have cleaned. We've already done it. Future perfect. We've already done it before my mother arrives. Bring a coat on your flight because it's when you arrive at this specific time in the future. There are lots of possible answers here. I think the best one is it might be raining. It could be raining. It will be raining. Future continuous because it's a fixed time in the future and we're talking about what is happening at that time. Finally, number 5. Nancy dinner with her husband's parents tonight. They have made an arrangement, everybody. They've already made an arrangement together. What grammar do we use for arrangements they have made? It's not an intention. It's not an intention, it's an arrangement. They've already made the arrangement. If you put present continuous, well done. Arrangements is present continuous. Nancy is having dinner with her husband's parents tonight. If we say is going to have, that is my intention, or it's the intention of Nancy. That's different. Here, I think they've already made a plan together. So it's an arrangement, not an intention. Okay, well done, everybody. There's a lot of information in this class. If you want to go back and see the class again to do more practice, you can go to the website, and on the website, go to the schedule of the classes and you can find all of the recorded classes. You can watch it as many times as you want and look at all the examples again. I have time for 2 questions, everybody. Can you put your questions in the chat box? Will be having is future continuous. So yes, you could use that. Yeah. This time tomorrow, I will be having my lunch. It's what is happening at a fixed future time. Yeah, you can say that. Yeah. Herman, going to go might be correct. It depends on your sentence. You've only given me a verb phrase. You haven't given me a sentence, so I can't say if it's correct or not. Nancy will have dinner is a prediction there. Adilette, if you say, I think Nancy will have dinner with her husband's family, that's a prediction about what will happen in the future. If you're talking about an arrangement, Nancy is going to have dinner, that's an intention, or Nancy is having dinner, which is an arrangement. Remember, will is for predictions, not for arrangements. Okay, everybody, I have to go. I'm sorry, I don't have time for more questions. Remember, if you need to ask a question, message us on the website using the chat bot, or you can send us an email at support@gelielts.com. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful weekend. See you next time. Cheers.